your motherfucking... No, motherfucker!
I have accepted Ariana Grande's Ice Bucket Challenge.
You'd like to donate the money, right, bitch?
Now, I nominate Steve the camera guy.
Me? I swear to God, Steve. I swear to God, if you dump a damn bucket of water on your head, I'm gonna blow your camera. Man, I told you, man, I told you. Oh, God. Oh, bitch, we are so breaking up. Yo, guys, thanks for watching my...
Yeah, so, the reason I did play the ending of that video is because, yes, the whole video is actually a legitimate Ice Bucket Challenge. It was for the Ice Bucket Challenge that he got nominated. I don't know when he got nominated, but it was... I hope it wasn't in... I hope it was, before 24 hours. I think he did it... I think he just did it. I think he recorded that video early and then put it up on the day that he usually does, because he uploads videos, like, every 2 weeks, I think. So, yeah, he probably recorded the video and it's like, hey, I did the Ice Bucket Challenge in this video, it's just I wanted to do it first and then tell you guys. He probably posted it on Twitter or whatever, Facebook or Instagram. He probably said, I did the Ice Bucket Challenge in my video, it will be going up it will go up Saturday or Sunday, but I think he just did that. So, can't even think straight, chapter 9, trying to think. Let me just, you know, I actually have to go back. I keep forgetting that I have to read the last paragraph. But in the last chapter, Evan and Murphy and, so Evan apparently embarrassed himself in front of Sebastian again. And then Murphy came and it's like, hey, do you want to hang out? I mean, sure, whatever. But yeah, we have a problem. There's, one problem here, and here is the problem. But this particular picture made me jealous, made my jealousy flare, because a very pretty girl was clinging to Sebastian, and his expression said he was extremely enjoying it. Can't Evan think straight, chapter 9. She was hanging on him, Rory. Let the disease-infested monkey hang on a tree, I said angrily as walking into Ty's Grill, the local restaurant. Rory had texted me asking me if I wanted to go to dinner with him. I had agreed since I was hungry, and I wanted to rant. Just you two? Perky waitress asked us. Well, we don't have an imaginary friend, I said impatiently. The girl stared at me in surprise before slowly nodding and turning us to lead to his table. She set our silverware down and left us with menus before basically sprinting away from the table. Rory rolled his eyes at me and flipped his menu open, and I began to scan without much interest. So what? They're probably friends, he said with an unconcerned shrug. They don't look like they were just friends to me, I said. Ev, it was just a picture, Rory pointed out. Hi, I'm Luna, and I'll be your waitress. Can I get you guys something to drink? A waitress asked, skipping over to us and smiling. We'll both have Sprite, Rory said, not even looking up from his menu. The waitress nodded and skipped away. Geez, the workers were just here so freaking happy. Didn't they realize I was having a huge life crisis right now? Right this way. I glanced up, lazy, and my eyes whined. I ducked my head and smacked Rory's arm to get his attention. I nodded over at the waitress who was walking towards us, leading a group of kids. Getting the message, Rory lifted his menu and up to hide his face. I copied him, and the group passed us, staying at the table behind ours. Rory and I pulled our menus down and glancing over, jealousy gawning in my insides. Well, not literally. It was just... That would just be painful, but you get the point. The girl from the picture, giggling and resting her head on Sebastian's shoulder. Sebastian smiled down at her cheerfully. Easy over there, lovebirds, Murphy said sarcastically, laughing at them. Shut up, Murphy, the girl said, smiling and playfully whacking him in the arm. Hit that bitch, Murph. Be a real man. But Murphy just rubbed his arm and continued to laugh. Sebastian said something to the girl, but I couldn't hear it. Whatever it was, it sent her into another fit of giggles. I could kill that bitch, I snarled, glaring at her. I kept my head low, that I could see them, but but they couldn't see me. You don't even know her, Evan. That could be his sister for all you know, Rory said. Sebastian is an only child. He said. I slapped a hand over my mouth. I slowly pulled it away and blushed. Not that I stalk his life or anything. Evan, you do. I know how creepy you are. You don't have to pretend around me, Rory said, shaking his head and at me and sighing. But I was barely paying attention to him. That bitch still had her head on my man's shoulder and was giggling at everything coming out of Sebastian's mouth. Rory, what do? I asked miserably. For once, I was outmatched. That girl had two things that I didn't. The first was Sebastian's honest attention, and the second was a cooter. I didn't have those, and I didn't want one. They creeped me out. Hence my being gay. But Sebastian wasn't gay, and he had the harsh. That was a harsh reality. Sure, my good looks could not turn us, the straightest of straight men, gay, but I was pretty sure the girl to distract him. And I would admit she was quite beautiful. My chances dropped a lot. Sebastian was good here. The girl asked him, glanced down at her menu, her head still on her shoulder. He put an arm around her shoulder and pointed at something on the menu. Try that, Celia. It's delicious, he said with a friendly smile. Celia. Evan, her name was gross. Even her name was gross. Okay, so I liked that name. She should have been named Ashley or Jen or something. Those were bitchy names. And she was clearly a bitch. I bet she beat puppies and spit on the homeless. I had to stop Sebastian before he fell for such a terrible person. He would become a victim of domestic violence. I couldn't let this bitch hurt my man. Evan, stop overreacting, Rory said, closing his menu and finally looking up at me. You don't know her. Just because she's acting friendly with Sebastian, it doesn't mean she's a horrible person. I bet Liam called her in, the frickin' brat. I said, or he was sneakily indeed. Our waitress came back in a moment and set our drinks down. She pulled out her notepad and took our orders before disappearing with our menus. I sipped my soda, depressed. I just want him to be hopeless in love with me. Is that too much to ask? I frowned deeply. We need to get you a hobby, Rory said simply. My hobby could be his body if he would give me a chance, I said, frustrating slipping into my voice. I looked up and saw him. A deep conversation with Celia, who had removed her head from his shoulder. Her eyes were shining as she smiled at him with a nod or whatever he was saying. Look at her. She's hypnotized by her eyes. What a loser. I scoffed. Yeah, you're one to talk, Rory mumbled, looking down at his phone as he texted. I pulled out my own cell phone and pressed a random key to make it look like I had friends too. I kept glancing up at Sebastian. Sebastian talked to Cecilia. That smile staying on her face. Evan, put your phone down. I know you're actually not talking to anyone, Rory said, taking a sip of soda. I could be, I cried defensively. I'm the only one who ever texts you. Your own mom ignores you, Rory said. I pouted and stuffed my phone back in my pocket, knowing that Rory was right. People were obviously just jealous of me, and talking to me made them feel small and worthless. Compared to my incredible talents, it was understandable enough. The waitress came back and set her food down before disappearing again. I began to eat hungrily, glad I had something to take my mind off Sebastian and Celia for a little. What? Celia shot the question before my head snapping up. Sebastian told her to fuck off and stop being such a whore. Oh God, I hope so. Sebastian was nigh at Cecilia. She shook her head wildly at him. I took a good look at him. Bitch, was I raping my man? How rude. How are you single? She asked, still sounding in shock. Because he didn't want to know I was gay. That's how I'm still single with you, stupid slut. Sebastian shrugged. the smile staying on his face. I just am, he said with a little laugh. It's because I'm ugly, Murphy said, smirking at Sebastian. Murph, you're so mean, Celia said, laughing, joking, shuffling. There, now I had a witness. Her extreme violence. She could seriously injure Murphy just now. She turned her attention back to Sebastian and frowned deeply. I still can't believe you're single, Sebby. That's so crazy. I knew the frickin' brat called her in. Liam was the only person I knew who called Sebastian Sebby. But I saw Sebastian smile twitch at that, a little at that. Celia probably hadn't noticed, but I had. He was annoyed at her calling her Sebby. It's not that shocking, he said, shrugging again. So, is anyone else hungry? I mentally cheered, and smooth subject change. He was probably too afraid that they were gonna catch on to the fact that Sebastian was secretly gay for me. I looked down at my half-finished food and my completely drained soda and pawed at my bladder weakness and stood up. I'll be right back. I have to piss, I announced to Rory. I swung around the back way so Sebastian and Murphy wouldn't see me and went to the bathroom. I relieved myself and washed my hands. I casually checked my sexy reflection in the mirror and fixed my hair. The wind had managed to blow it slightly out of place. I heard Murphy's voice outside the bathroom. My bathroom door. My eyes widened a little and looked around before going into the stalls, locking myself in there. And just a bathroom, the door creaked open. You seem a little irritated, Murphy said. I just don't like being called anything other than Sebastian. I'm okay with you and Liam calling me by my name, but no one else. It's okay though, Celia doesn't know that Sebastian said casually. So just tell her that, Murphy said, laughing. No, it's okay, Murphy. It's not a big deal, Sebastian said. I know you too well, Seb. You absolutely hate when others than my brother and I call you anything other than Sebastian. It's your biggest pet peeve, he said. The sound of the sink turning on and reaching my ears. I continued to listen. The sink shut off, and I listened. Someone dried their hands with a paper towel. I still can't believe you spilled soda on my hands, Sebastian said with a sigh. I said sorry, Murphy whined. Anyways, just let it drop, Murph. She'll probably catch on once she hears everyone else calling me Sebastian, Sebastian said dismissively. And she'll probably hit on you now that she knows that you're single, Murphy said, and I could imagine him wiggling his eyebrows at Sebastian. Well, she's a very, very beautiful girl, Sebastian said, and I won't mind dating her. He began to say something else, but the bathroom door shut, muffling his voice, so I couldn't hear him. My eyes widened. I threw open the door to the stall to find the bathroom empty. What else was he going to say? I asked my reflection in the mirror angrily. Bah, you're useless, I snapped. I snapped with my reflection, didn't answer. I left the bathroom and went back to our table where Rory was saying the waitress had appeared and refilled her soda. I angrily stuffed the food in my mouth. I swallowed down and glared over the table where Sebastian and Murphy were sitting once again. Sebastian was smiling and talking to Celia, and my jealousy rose. Rory glanced up and rolled his eyes. Calm down, Evan. I can't hear their conversation. And it sounds like Sebastian just met the girl. So I have high doubts he's ready to declare his love for her just yet. You don't know that for sure, I said miserably. What if he's planning to propose to her tonight? They probably named their first child Ariel. Ha ha, get it? I'm so funny, I crack myself up sometimes. I really do. Hey Rory, hey Evan, I yelled and slapped a hand over my chest where my heart was. Jeez, you scare me, I cried up and looking at Sebastian, carefully not to make my eyes direct contact with him. Sebastian smiled easily at me. Sorry, it wasn't my intention. I just happened to hear your voice, and figured I'd come over and say hi to you guys, he said. I looked over at the table, and Murphy waved to Alice cheerfully, too busy stuffing his mouth with food, or bother getting up and coming over to us. Sebastian, he picked me over food. See, we were in love. After Cecilia, what's-her-face, going to split us up so easily. Hey, Sebastian, Rory said with a nod that easily means Sebastian's eyes. Wow, Evan, I didn't get a goodbye earlier. And now I don't get a hello, Sebastian asked in favor. Goodbye, hello, I said automatically. Anything to please him, so he would pleasure me. I mean, yeah, no, I said what I meant. Sebastian's body was incredible. Sebastian chuckled and ran a hand through his hair. I watched him as it immediately fell back into perfect position. Just like always. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Celia watching too. I fought off the urge to snarl at her and glanced out at my food. I was determined not to make a fool of myself, that's this Cecilia chick watching. But then I felt Sebastian's hand grip my chin gently. I knew I was screwed. He took his head up to force me to look into his eyes, getting close to the face. Why don't you ever meet my eyes? He asked softly. I mean them right now, I said stupidly, because I'm making you. If I don't make you, you don't do it. You can make me do a lot of things. Oh God, shut up, Evan. Shut up, shut up, shut up. His eyes sparkle. Oh, like what? Like take a hand slap to my mouth before I can manage to say, like taking my clothes off and letting you fuck me. Oh God, thank Rory. Thank God Rory was here. Evan, you're spitting food out of your mouth, Rory said, even though I knew I hadn't swallowed before. He continued speaking. Sebastian slowly released my chin and straightened up. A smirk on his face now. Sorry, Evan, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just want to know why you never look in my eyes. I'm not Medusa. I just don't like eye contact, I said defensively, trying to fight the blush. Reminding your embarrassment outburst a moment ago. You make eye contact with everyone except me. I noticed that, he said, shaking his head in amusement. Oh, shoot. I need to cut this into 2 parts. I don't know what you're talking about. I totally look into your eyes all the time. Constantly doing it. My eyes are never on your perfect ass or your abs. Eye to eye. That's Evan Solo. I said, folding my hands beside my head and flicking, whatever. Well, alright then, Sebastian said. I'm going back to sit down with Celia and Murphy. I just wanted to say hi to you two. I'll see you in school tomorrow. He gave a little wave before going and sitting back next to Cecilia. He became engaged in conversation with her again. I glared at her. That bitch was trying to steal my man. Fine. This meant war. Sebastian was mine, whether he knew it or not. And I was going to let Celia, and I wasn't going to let Celia steal him from me. That's the end of this chapter. I will see you guys tomorrow for chapter 10. And until next time, guys, okay? Just ask the GSA. Huh?